He woke to wait, a profound, crushing wait. At first he thought it was only a deep sleep, but the air was wrong. It was thick and close, heavy in his lungs. He opened his mouth to gasp, to call out. Dirt filled it. His fingers met the rough, unyielding surface of cold wood, just inches from his face. He pushed. The wood did not move. Then a sound came from above, the soft, rhythmic thud of more soil hitting the wood. He knew then he was buried. His name was Matteo. He was 33 years old, a man who worked with his hands. He knew the smell of motor oil. He knew the smell of summer rain. He knew the scent of warm bread from his mother's kitchen. He tried to wriggle his toes. He pushed with his knees, and they hit something hard. The coffin lid. He tore at the cloth that had been tied around his face, a crude blindfold. His breath came in fast, ragged bursts. He was not a man given to panic, not usually. But this was a cold fear, a primal fear. He closed his eyes, though it made no difference in the blackness. He forced his mind backward. The day before felt like a lifetime ago. A bus had broken down on a lonely road during a storm. Rain lashed against the windows. People were agitated. An argument had started between two men, a stupid argument about nothing. He had stepped in between them. Someone had pushed him. Hard. He remembered the feeling of falling, the sharp, sudden impact of his head. Waking with a throbbing head, a rough rope around his wrists, a blindfold, coarse and tight. Footsteps, the crunch of gravel, the jarring motion of a truck. He felt a heavy lid close over him. Cold hands smoothed dirt over the wood. They had not checked if he was dead. They had simply assumed, or they had not cared. The memory brought not clarity, but a cold, burning anger. This was not an accident. They had buried him to hide their crime. He pressed his back against the wood and tried to regulate his breathing. Panic was useless. He needed to save his energy, his oxygen. Time in the coffin was a strange and fluid thing. The first hour felt like a minute, a blur of confusion and raw fear. The next hour felt like a year. He had no watch, he had no sun, he had no moon. He began to count in his head to stay sane. 1, 2, 3. He listened. He heard the faint patter of rain, a distant rumble, maybe thunder. Once, a car door slammed far away. The loudest sound was his own heart. His pulse was a frantic drum. His throat burned with thirst.